Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
Amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Christopher, hello. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Hello. Good. And you?
Good. Christopher sent a voice note.
Oh.
I won't play the voice note right now because what Christopher is going to do is do this live.
Okay.
What he did in the voice note.
Okay.
Christopher said that he thinks he could potentially introduce the news better than anyone has ever introduced the news before.
Wow, bro, that is like...
Have you been practicing, Christopher?
I don't think so, but a little bit.
What do you think?
You know what I noticed? I have to impress Maurie more than you guys, because I think Maurie's more critical. You're right.
What do you think that people are doing wrong? Anyone that we get on the show to introduce the news, what are they doing wrong?
They sound like they're dying a little bit, but, you know what I mean? Roz has a unique little raspiness, to it. And I think people miss that.
Okay. I think you're right about that. And I also think that you're right about the fact that people miss it. But I don't know if it comes naturally to people, though, as well, right?
That's true. It doesn't come naturally to me either, but...
Okay.
So anytime you're ready, because it sounds like you know what you're doing. Christopher, go ahead.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
All right.
No.
I don't know if that's the
What?
best.
Both you and Maurie not impressed?
It ended well. It started off awful.
I completely feel the other way.
Really?
I think that it died at the end.
You want to try again, Christopher?
Okay, so what are the tips? You say, do I got to do a little extension at the end? Or?
Yeah, I would hang on to it a little bit longer. Okay. I'd hang on to it a little
Roz
bit longer.
is the expert in this department, so go ahead with your tips and tricks.
And oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say. I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Go.
Okay, you're going to hang on to it a little bit longer. Close your ears, everybody, because this is the only way I know how to give this advice.
Yeah. Okay. Our ears are closed.
Thank you. It needs more throat.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay.
Roz is the expert.
Okay.
He does this every day.
All right. Now, Maurie said that you finished strong. I disagree. So I would say overall, just to please everyone, go harder at the top and harder at the end.
Okay. Hang on a little longer, right, with the news part?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as Roz said, all throat.
Why were you listening?
And harder at the top and harder at the end.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
What do you think of that throat action, Roz?
Maurie's still not buying it. I don't know what you got to do to impress Maurie. I don't know how much more you got to give. No, I don't know. I think he's just being particularly picky right now.
Can I just get one more?
What do you want more? You a little bit
really
more
just
raspiness?
no, like when Roz does it, let's do the new. Like he just changes the word news. Can you just give me a different version of the word news?
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Wow. That was amazing. Wow. Held it longer. Yeah. Used your throat the way Roz likes.
I got you, Roz. I got you. I know how you use the throat.
Shut up. Stop it, all of you.
You're the best. Later, Christopher.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Today, Brad Treliving, Brendan Shanahan, and Keith Pelly, MLSE president, will all be talking to the media after yesterday when they fired Sheldon Keefe, the head coach.
Oh.
He had a gripe, sure. I mean, I don't want to applaud the man losing his job, but
No,
it's
but
time for
changes
change. He was treated fairly. He got a big payday, still had some time left on that deal. I think he's doing all right. And did you see his, so he released a video yesterday just thanking fans. It was actually a real classy video. Like, as far as an exiting executive or coach from any team, like what he actually said was real great. But did you watch the video?
I didn't. No.
I don't know where he is, but he's on like some beach somewhere. And it's nothing but blue sky and ocean behind him.
You flexing with that cash already.
Yeah.
Beast Nation, time has come to say goodbye. Writing down a note and sending it out didn't seem like enough, and I do plan on taking a little break from media, so here I am. I'm forever grateful for the opportunity to coach the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's a dream come true for a boy from Brampton. I didn't get it done in the playoffs. I didn't help push our team over the line and deliver. I accept responsibility for that. No excuses. That's the job. I didn't get it done. It's the reality of the business, and I accept it. To the players, I appreciate all your efforts. Your talents and your work ethic made me look good on a lot of nights. Anyone who suited up for blue and white, I appreciate you. To the support staff of the Maple Leafs, you're tremendous people and you're elite at what you do. Players and support staff will drive the team to success. I believe it will win. Leafs Nation, you deserve your Stanley Cup. Your passion at home and on the road is unmatched. It's an incredible honor to coach the Maple Leafs, to try to deliver for you. To the media, I had to deal with you every single day, sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your process.
Oh, you're welcome.
I respected the fact that you're honest and fair and had a job to do.
Always honest.
Yeah,
I hope you appreciated the fact that I helped you do it.
Always.
I don't know what comes next, but I know I'll be ready for it. In the meantime, I'll enjoy giving my family the time that they deserve.
There you go.
Love you all and be well.
All right, yeah.
That was nice.
That was good.
That was a really nice video.
Took full responsibility, blamed
Yeah, yeah.
no one, and also he did it like in the birds chirping,
it's
ocean behind him.
so cinematic.
Birds are paid actors.
Come on. It was such a beautiful video.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hailey Bieber's pregnant.
Yay!
Apparently
So exciting.
6 months pregnant, and they made the announcement while they were down in Hawaii renewing their vows. So they posted like a bunch of videos and pictures, and although they didn't say that they were down there renewing their vows, I guess there was a release from Tiffany and Company. A press release, which they said that the couple wore Tiffany Forever bands to celebrate their vow renewal in Hawaii.
Oh, snitches. Do they have to ask, like, the Biebers for, like, yo, you guys cool if we say this?
No.
They don't have to.
You don't have to.
I think out of respect, you should, though.
Yeah, but they don't have to. So they first got married in.
Why couldn't they just say, yo, they're rocking these new bands from us?
I know. Because one of the pictures clearly looked like they were exchanging vows, and everybody's like, whoa, what is this? It's like a celebration that looks like a vow renewal.
So
but
then Tiffany just took ownership of the announcement?
Yeah, they were like, it all went down in Hawaii. Insiders say that Hailey and Justin are thrilled to be expecting a baby together, and that they have wanted this for a long time and can't wait to expand their family and bring a child into this world. Justin's mom, Patty Millette, who they've had a kind of rocky relationship in the past, released this video.
So I have been waiting for this day, and now that they have shared it, I can finally celebrate with y'all. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a grandma. Oh my goodness. Okay, Justin and Hailey, you are gonna be the best parents ever. And I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Praise God.
There you go.
Happy for them.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's not going to be announced officially until May 23rd, but according to the CBC, Toronto is going to be getting a WNBA team.
Hey!
That
Big up. I am so pumped for this.
Play in 2026.
Yes.
Source said the team would be down at Coca-Cola Coliseum, which is that 8,000 seater right now at the C&E grounds.
Amazing.
Where the Marlies play and the Toronto women's hockey team play. If you remember, like it was, I think, a year ago where they sold out Scotiabank for that WNBA preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did the same thing again in Edmonton. So
a couple weeks ago. Incredible.
There
I
is
love
a huge fan base for it here, which would be awesome.
Oh, amazing.
We need a women's soccer team next.
I think that's happening.
That is happening, isn't it?
I think it is happening.
Yeah. Just hurry up.
Oh, I got you. So we need a women's soccer team now.
Yes.
Now.
I got you.
I need all the jerseys.
I want it now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mississauga man has been arrested and charged with stealing $88,000 worth of liquor from LCBO stores across the province.
What? 88,000?
88,000. He's allegedly responsible for 45 different thefts at different LCBO locations.
How does that even happen? You just walk in and just take...
Because the policy is that you don't stop the thief, right? So you walk in with one of those big blue IKEA bags and you load it up And you can quickly, in 45 trips to the LCBO, where you don't have to pay for anything, rack up $88,000 in booze.
So you're telling me I could walk into an LCBO today?
I'm not encouraging this.
No. Just using it as an example. Okay?
Yes.
I could walk into an LCBO today.
Right.
Walk up to where the Hennessy is.
Yeah.
Grab that bottle
Yeah.
of Hennessy.
Yeah. Did you just break your microphone? No.
Sort of.
Okay. Yes.
And then an employee's like, yo, you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
And I say, no.
Yes.
This Henny is mine. And walk out and they won't do anything?
No, they're instructed to not do anything.
Yeah, you're not allowed. Because I remember when I worked at Sport Check, people would take the bikes and ride out, and you can't chase
No, they
them.
wouldn't.
Yep, happened multiple times.
You're not allowed to jump on a bike and chase after them either through the mall.
No.
No, you're not allowed to do
We've
that.
tried
but,
that.
But yes. But however, what winds up happening is because the LCBO employees are not going to trip you out of the store, the police, if they find out who you are, they arrested this guy in a Mississauga apartment complex parking lot. He's 45 years old. His name is Matthew Doucette. He faces more than 250 charges, including failing to comply with probation terms. Oh, also, he's ordered to not visit any LCBO stores.
Oh, really?
Shocking.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Fiona Harvey, who is, she has outed herself, whether she actually is the woman or not, who knows, as the stalker from Baby Reindeer on Netflix. And she did an interview yesterday with Piers Morgan. It was pretty riveting, getting a lot of backlash, a lot of praise.
Backlash? Why?
Because she seems like if she is actually a very unstable stalker, then why give her the sort of airtime and that kind of thing?
Was it like an hour special?
It was, yeah.
54 minutes.
Yeah, it was quite riveting. Some of the things that, first of all, she says that she has not seen the show. She claims that she currently has a boyfriend who's a lawyer, which is very on brand for the character in the show.
Okay.
She did, in fact, have a toy baby reindeer when she was younger, but it's all about the insane emails and phone calls and texts and the 41,000 emails that she allegedly sent him. So clip number 3, please. Here's Piers Morgan and Fiona Harvey.
In the course of your relationship with Richard Gadd, you send him 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and 106 letters.
That's simply not true. If somebody was sending somebody 41,000 emails or something, they'd be doing how many a day? Lots.
Well, they'd be obsessively contacting
yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What did you send him?
None of that's true. I don't think I sent him anything.
You never sent him anything?
No. I think there may have been a couple of emails exchanging, but that was it. Just jokey banter emails.
Netflix have said that these details are the real ones. That this is exactly
completely incorrect.
So you're denying sending anything to him?
There may have been a couple of emails.
Text messages?
No.
Facebook messages?
No.
Did you tweet him?
I may have done years and years ago.
You actually tweeted him numerous times.
No, it wasn't numerous. It was about 18 tweets there or 14
It's quite a lot for someone
You know what
who's
numerous
not that
means,
well-known.
girl?
But we were all friends. You know, it was banter.
Right, but it establishes you were contacted. That's in public.
Yes, I mean this.
Did you write him letters?
Public, no. I think when I saw the rape interview, that's actually incorrect. What I said there, when I saw that in the Guardian, I said, "What a shame! It's not your fault." Something
You
like
did
that.
write to him.
One later.
Okay. And then what about the voicemails, though? Because this is clip number 6, Mocha. What about the voicemails? Because apparently he has 350 hours in voicemails. So here is Fiona Harvey addressing that.
And you've been emphatic in the number of denials you're making here.
That's right.
But many of those things that I've put to you can be proven.
You're talking about emails and an email trail thing.
All that.
You know, all of that. You're obsessed with... sorry, I don't mean to be horrible.
I'm not obsessed with anything.
You've gone on at length for a good 10 minutes about the emails.
Well, only because the emails...
Because it's a vast number.
Well, there's a huge number and voice messages. The voice messages he's kept, apparently. And there
he
is...
was maybe typing me in the holy arms. I don't know if he's got any voicemail.
But if he has 350 voice messages and it's you...
It doesn't mean the drama is true.
But is it possible he's got 350 voice messages?
I doubt that very much.
I doubt it.
I just don't think so.
You doubt it?
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, unless
Wouldn't
he's
he be
taping me.
I mean, if you've never really contacted him, if he's
He
got
could have been taping me in the Holy Arms, though.
but if he's got 350
I've not contacted
yeah, but if these
him.
are on his phone,
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether they're on a phone, tablet, whatever they're on. I've not contacted
but I'm
him.
curious, why would there even be a possibility of him having that number of voice messages from you?
Because he's crazy. He wants to make this up. I mean, I've not phoned the guy. I don't have his number.
Yeah, but you're not sure that he hasn't got those.
I think the only explanation for having a voicemail from me would be taping me in the Holy Arms.
All right, anyway.
That's the only place where
But the series ends, spoiler alert, with a trial and her admitting, right? So, but this is all stuff that can very easily be fact checked. Like, did somebody go to? Is there court records of this happening?
Easily obtainable.
Easily, thank you. And so Pierce asked her if she's ever been gone to trial.
There's one key point in the drama that has Martha's character pleading guilty to intimidating Richard Gadd in court and sentenced to 9 months prison time. Did you go to jail? Did you have a trial?
of course not. Of course not.
Have you ever been to prison?
No. Come on now.
Have you ever been charged with a
Nowhere
criminal
near it.
offence?
No.
Never?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing. That's completely untrue. Very, very defamatory to me. Very career damaging. And I wanted to rebut that completely on this show. I'm not a stalker. I've not been to jail. I've not got injunctions, interdicts. This is just complete nonsense.
So is she even the real person then? If she's like backtracking on all
Yeah,
this
well,
stuff?
because the thing is that, remember, Netflix the guy from Netflix just did a thing in front of the UK Parliament where they said that they went through so much to conceal the identities. But even with the detail, the little amount of detail that they put in the show, people found Fiona Harvey within hours
Internet
of the
moves
show.
fast, man.
Well, because all her old tweets are right there.
There you go. Right? Everything was right there. So I don't know. Who knows?
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
I got to play you this clip. So a woman forgot her credit card at a restaurant. And the restaurant tried to do the right thing by finding the person whose credit card it was.
Great.
So they posted it online with a picture of the front of the credit card and the back of the credit card.
Facepalm. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. That's credit card fraud right there.
So
like easily identity theft.
Here is Rhonda Deaver.
I couldn't believe that they did that, but I was sick thinking that I might be responsible for all those charges. It had been used a whole lot of declines, but a whole lot that went through. I live on a fixed income, and there's not like there's extra money every month to cover those bills that somebody else charged on my card.
$2,000 is what they put on the card.
Golly!
Right? Who does that?
Poor lady.
Come on.
They're just trying to be helpful.
No, you don't. And they didn't cover anything. Like, not even with a finger where you put it over the name or whatever. Just front and back.
Just darn tootin'. Just put it out there to the world.
Yes, right? It's never a good idea to put the front and back on the internet.
Well, I mean, no, it's never a good idea.
It's never a good idea, right? You can't put both, especially the back.
These nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Shem. Shem got his face in his hand.
Oh my God. So embarrassing. You never post front and back. Ever. Have we not learned? Have we learned nothing? What happens?
Oh, my.
You don't know a damn thing.
You know what y'all need?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I guess people are freaking out because somebody brought a baby to the Taylor Swift concert in Paris the other night.
Oh my God, I saw that. A poor baby on the floor.
Like, and it was on the floor, like in a little tiny baby bassinet, like on the floor.
Yo, wow.
In the standing section.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
That's crazy. Are you even allowed? So here, let me see this. So a rep for the arena said that the general terms and conditions of sale stipulate that all minors without any age limit holding a ticket for a concert at the arena must be accompanied by an adult. Under 18 children remain under their legal guardianship, responsible its venue policy. For spectators with a young child in the floor section, an alternative seating arrangement has been proposed, but they refused. But they were refused by ticket holders. So I guess that they approached this person who had the baby and said, "Hey, yo, we can bring you to a different section." And they were like, "Yo, no, I like where I am. I got a great view here, me and my baby." But it's like a wee little baby,
like a couple months old. That's terrible.
And then the person who posted the picture, people were going in on them because they thought it was their baby.
Oh.
Right? So they had to be like, "No, hey, it's not my baby."
Yeah, I'm just out here snitching.
Right? But, yeah. But it's a little tiny baby at a concert. That's crazy, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto is up over Minnesota in the PWHL semifinals, I guess. Quarterfinals, semifinals?
Yes, semifinals, baby.
Semifinals. Game 3 is tonight at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. If Toronto wins, they advance to the PWHL final. Yes, when they
They've been
win.
killing it.
To get the Walter Cup. Here's Maurie caught up with Natalie Spooner.
How does it feel to know that there are so many people behind you and the games are selling out? There is lineups for merch. Like, this must feel incredible.
It does. I mean, we've wanted this for so long and obviously fought for it, but to see it all come to fruition, I think it's bigger and better than we ever imagined. To see, so many little girls and little boys at our games cheering us on. I mean, you even see moms, you see older ladies who didn't have the chance to play women's hockey, kind of getting to relive their dreams. So there's just such a community that has really been built around our team and around the league. And I mean, it couldn't be any better.
Yeah, you'd love to see it.
And normally this time of year is very depressing for Toronto sports fans, as it is this year. The Jays are derp. Leafs are out. Raptors.
Yep.
Never mind.
Didn't even
Yes, I know what you're going to say, Maria.
Full nothing.
Maria?
FC.
Besides the loss, they've been doing very well.
Yes.
They were unbeaten in 5 straight matches.
There was that game last
Saturday.
week where they won 3-0.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 3-0.
Yeah, there you go.
But as far as a shot at a championship, it's really Toronto in the PWHL. Here's more of Natalie.
How does it feel to be one of the best performing teams in this city right now?
I mean, it feels great. I think we've got the support of, people in Toronto, which is also amazing. So, I mean, we're lucky to be able to play for this city and represent this city. I grew up in Scarborough, so, hometown girl. So I've just been loving every moment of it, and we'd love to bring a championship back to Toronto.
Oh, would love that.
But FC finishes up their season late, right? When does that wrap? It's late. It's cold.
October
right?
5th is the last regular season match.
That heartbreak all happens with baseball, right? Right now we're in the hockey basketball heartbreak. True. The soccer baseball heartbreak.
Hey, no, TFC's going to go far this year.
We saved that for the fall. You can't make me feel everything about all the teams.
Be optimistic. TFC's going to go far this year.
I am optimistic.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I was reading this crazy ass story. And then it even got more crazy. So, DeUville University in Buffalo brought in, for their commencement speech at graduation, an AI robot named Sophia. And it's not just like an AI like on a laptop. It's a robot that looks like a woman, and they put a sweatshirt on her. and they brought her out on stage, and instead of doing like a commencement speech, she answered questions from somebody from the student body.
What?
Okay? It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And also what made it crazier was it was super controversial because a lot of the people and the students did not want to do this.
Did they know? Did the students know?
They did.
Okay, they know.
And also they wouldn't let no television cameras were allowed to film it. However, I'm looking around for footage for this thing because it's a crazy story. And I find out that Shem was in the room.
Yo, Shem, what you doing, bro?
I was there. My sister graduated over the weekend and she got her master's.
Yo, big up to Shem's sister.
And I was sitting in the audience when they rolled this thing out. And let me tell you, it was the creepiest, weirdest thing.
Okay, what went through your mind as soon as you see this AI robot?
So I actually thought, okay, so they give you the program and it says Sophia, the AI robot. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be on the screen. It'll be some sort of thing. And then they roll this thing out, as Rod says, in a sweater, and it's got the ugliest looking face in the world.
Yeah.
And then for about 30 minutes, has a full-on interview with another student. It was the creepiest thing.
So
man.
here's a little clip. It's hard to hear. It's from Shem's phone. Okay.
Many aspects of society.
Dog, we gotta get you a new phone.
Okay.
you can't be out here repping the Roz and Mocha show with some bum ass
I know.
Nazi phone like this.
Yeah.
Revolutionize many aspects of society and bring about significant benefits. In fact, AI already offers tremendous benefits to healthcare, education, environmental sustainability, transportation, social services, and access
Anyway, that's
to
a little taste of Sophia. So a lot of the grads are like, hey, congratulations for celebrating human beings, by the way. And thank you for spending money on the thing that is going to replace me in the future in the workforce. Now, I had thought, hey, maybe this is a cool idea. I thought originally that maybe the robotics department at the school were the ones who sort of built this thing, and it's a celebration, right?
Sure.
It's not. It's from a company called Hanson Robotics out of Hong Kong. And they have a link on their website where they're like, hey, if you want to book Sophia for your event, like she's a clown.
Bookings now?
Yes. That you feel there's a bookings portal on
How
the
much?
event. I don't know.
How much?
I don't know, but they were pissed that they spent a lot of money. Maria.
Can I just say that she's wearing lipstick and her eyebrows are done?
Yes.
It's a fancy event, Maria. You gotta do it up.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The guy that attempted to trespass onto Drake's mansion, the second guy. So this was the guy that tried to get in there on Thursday. He decided to go back over the weekend to get his bike.
Huh?
I guess he rode his bike there and then tried to trespass, and Greg's security guards tuned him up. And then the police came, and so he went back again over the weekend to try and get his bicycle and got another ticket.
Did he ask like nicely?
I
Like,
don't
guys,
know.
I know I screwed up last week.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Y'all have my bike. That's my only mode of transportation. I'm not going to mess around. Like, can you just give me back the
And
bike?
like, did he walk there? Or did he Uber? Or like, can you is there a bus that'll drop you off close to Drake's house?
Yeah, there's like
There's no bus route in that neighborhood.
No?
like
I don't
not-
think so.
like
no.
far
There
away.
has to be, though.
On the main
What's that,
road.
Maury?
You
On
can
the
get
main
off at
road.
Bayview and walk over.
Yeah, but not in the actual neighborhood. No.
It's quite a bit of a walk.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I guess he went back looking for his bicycle.
What'd they do?
I don't.
They beat him up again?
I know they didn't beat him up again, but they gave him another ticket.
Well, what about his bike?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's evidence. I don't know where the bike is.
Could you imagine like Drake's riding it around in the backyard? Teaching his kid how to ride the bike. Yo, Adonis here.
I know. You just see that Instagram picture, like Drake teaching the kid how to ride a bike, and it's that guy's bike.
Yeah, new bike. Who this?
Oh, what a flex. And then I guess Drake went on Instagram to yell at CP24 because of their helicopters over his house.
Uh-huh.
He goes, hey, CP24, can we discuss the chopper flight times over the house? Because I won't lie, I'm trying to sleep. Anytime after 3 p.m. works for me. Now, are we to believe that Drake wakes up at 3 p.m.?
I would say
Is that
so,
what that
yeah.
means?
I believe it.
Yeah. That guy stays up. He wakes up late at night, stays up all night.
3 p.m.?
Yeah, and he probably goes to bed at like 6, 7 a.m.
3 p.m.
Yeah, because he's probably like chilling in the studio with people over.
Teaching his kid how to ride a bike.
At 3 a.m.?
Yeah. Adonis, wake up. You never know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kevin Hart received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor back in March, but the special began streaming on Netflix just recently. So here's a little bit of Kevin Hart.
Hey, man, I'm a student of comedy. They're looking over there and going, wow. I got Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle that came out on a night for me. I canceled plans.
It's Dave Chappelle.
There is nothing that can mean more than that. And my dream is real, and my dream doesn't stop today. My dream is amplified more. So I accept this award, and more importantly, I love you. Thank you guys for an amazing night. I love you all.
And here's a little bit of Jerry Seinfeld.
One of the most important things in show business is doing favors. What you're looking at right now is me doing a favor for Kevin Hart. Do you think I'm doing this because I owe Kevin Hart a favor? Or maybe I like the idea of Kevin Hart owing me a favor. I can't think of much Kevin Hart could do for me. Can you? I don't want to be in Jumanji.
Oh, shoot.
So funny.
That was amazing.
And then over the weekend, Jerry Seinfeld was also down in North Carolina at Duke University giving their commencement speech. And if you look at social media, there was a couple dozen students that walked out right before Seinfeld hit the stage with their Free Palestine posters and everything else. And then so people started walking out, and then I guess the Seinfeld supporters were yelling, Jerry, Jerry, like he's Springer, right? You know, like, I guess anybody whose name's Jerry gets the Jerry.
Totally.
Is that what happens?
Oh, yeah. It's happened in wrestling before for commentator Jerry Lawler.
Really? Huh?
Yeah,
Jerry
for
the
sure.
King, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people walked out. They had the Palestine flags and everything else, and then the other group of yahoos down there were all like, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. So his speech, other than that, at the very beginning, went off without a hitch. It was about 20 minutes long. Here's a little bit of Jerry Seinfeld giving some words of wisdom to the graduating class.
I can't imagine how sick you are of hearing about following your passion. I say, the hell with passion. Find something you can do, that would be great. If you try something and it doesn't work, that's okay too. Most things do not work. Most things are not good. You know this already from your short lives. You leave the house, you come back. How was Pie and Hard? It was okay. Let go of this idea that you have to find this one great thing that is my passion, my great passion, with your shirt torn open and your heaving pec muscles. It's embarrassing. Just be willing to do your work as hard as you can with the ability you have. We don't need the heavy breathing and the outstretched arm from your passion. It makes coworkers uncomfortable in the cubicle next to you.
He's good. What do you want?
He's good.
You asked for Jerry Seinfeld, you get Jerry Seinfeld.
That's exactly it, too. It was a good speech. It was a really good speech.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know what the hell's going on in this city, man. You see the story, the 50-year-old guy that got killed?
What? No.
So, homicide detectives say just before 10:30 yesterday, Jamie Richardson was at Dalhousie and Shooter. And then he was approached by another guy. And following some sort of interaction, the other guy slashed him in the neck with a homemade, knife.
What?
Like some makeshift weapon. And he was transported to a hospital where he died. They say that they have no information that they knew each other. As far as they know, the cops, they were just total strangers.
Think it was
10:30 in the morning.
Think it was like a robbery?
I don't know.
Give me your wallet or give me your phone?
Maybe.
And the guy was like, nah?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
scary,
know.
man.
But just like a homemade weapon out there. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
10:30 a.m. on a Sunday? You got to be kidding me, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A woman in California has been convicted of stealing over $60,000 worth of merchandise over the span of 100 visits to the same Target store in California.
Girl.
This happened between 2020 and 2021. So she would go and load up her cart, and then she would go to the self-checkout. She would scan all the items in the self-checkout, and then she would take a $1 bill and slide it into the machine.
Okay. At that point, that's the machine's fault.
and then walk out.
Yeah, that's the machine's fault.
Sometimes she would just put change in.
That's the machine's fault.
But she got busted, one, because she just only stole from the same store over 100 times. But they caught her not far from where the Target is, reselling all the stuff on the street.
Don't tell me it was in the parking lot.
No, on the street. Not far, though. Wasn't far from where the Target was. So, they
but don't they usually at these
laid
stores, when you
60 charges on her or something
when
like
you're at
that.
the self-checkout, they usually have an employee there, monitoring all the
There's not many,
all the
though.
transactions,
I
right?
think what they monitor for is I think that they're monitoring to make sure you scan everything before you put it in the bag.
Oh, okay.
Right? I know that when they're clocking me, there's I've been clocked before, right? And I do a big arm swing when I'm scanning stuff, when I know that somebody's standing behind me, right? Big arm swing. Look at this scan.
Yeah.
Look at this
make
scan.
extra loud here. Beep! Here goes another one.
Is there volume on
there
here?
There goes another one.
Can I turn this up? Yeah.
Beep! There goes another one.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that one didn't scan. Let me. Beep! There goes another one.
Yeah. My problem is when I'm scanning stuff, right? I hold one handle of the bag when I'm scanning stuff. so
tricky.
I can put it in, right? So I scan, put it in, because the bag collapses if I let go of the one handle on the bag. But the problem is that sometimes I will lift it up a tiny little bit, scan, put something in, and then put it back down, and then they're like, "There's a mystery item in your
The
bag."
weight is off.
Or you know what happens to me all the time? I go to get one of my bags out that I paid for, and as I'm getting it out, it scans my bag.
Oh, and you're like, I already paid 35 cents for this 3
Thank
days
you.
ago.
It's got a hole in it. So then I got to call somebody over. They got to do
For 35 cents?
Yeah,
Oh.
38 cents.
Oh, my bad.
Shem,
My bad.
38.
My bad. Time to
cents.
stop.
Yes. Stop it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto, Minnesota. Toronto up 2-0 in the PWHL semis. They head to St. Paul tonight at the XL Energy Center. If Toronto wins tonight, they are off to the finals. Natalie Spooner. Damn it, Maurie catching up with Natalie Spooner to talk about what that locker room is like before a big game.
Before you hit the ice, as a team, when you're in the change room, what do you say to each other to sort of hype each other up? Do you have something that you always say? Who does the talking? What is said before you hit the ice?
Oh, I mean, we obviously hear from our coach, but you hear from around the locker room. But at the same time, we keep it pretty light. Like, if you were probably listening to our locker room, there'd probably be lots of laughing and singing and maybe some dancing. So we like to kind of keep it light and just have fun. But I mean, really, when we're going out, we just try to have a great start and get on other teams early. I think we have an amazing forecheck and bring lots of energy. And if we can bring that right off the bat, we kind of set the tone for the game.
There you go. Also, what about the trash talk? Like, how rough does it get between teams, especially when you're looking at a star like Natalie Spooner?
Okay, do you have any fighting words for Minnesota, like going into this game tonight? Do you have any like fighting words you want to say to the other team?
Oh boy.
Say it.
Any smack talk?
Say it.
I don't know.
You guys are too nice.
I know. I feel like it's going to be a good game. I mean, they're a good team. We're a good team. So, I mean, last game was close. So,
they're going to lose.
I'll let you say all those fighting words.
Come on, Natalie.
You guys, oh my God, you're too nice. I love it.
No, you got to, listen, Minnesota, punk ass individuals. I ain't going to say the other word.
No.
Now I'm talking about this.
No.
We're coming into your house. Oh, we were taking that W from you.
What?
And you were staying right there, cleaning out all of your lockers.
What?
Tonight.
What? Wow.
And you were back at home for the rest of the season.
What?
Think about what you did and face your friends and your family.
What?
Here's why we are losers.
What?
Because
Also,
Natalie Spooner and the squad came through and cleaned house.
Also, could you imagine playing for Minnesota and you lose and you have no more games, which means no more leaving Minnesota?
Yeah. You got to stay there.
Ugh.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A Texas man reclaimed the record for the oldest tandem skydiver. So, Al Blanchke, he held the record and he tandem skydove at 103 years old. And then a Swedish woman beat it. So now he's back at 106 and just completed another tandem skydive to reclaim his crown.
Wow.
What do you think, Al? We just broke the world record.
I lost my breath.
You lost your breath.
I can't hardly talk.
Looking good, buddy. Hey.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No. When you hear an old man who's 106 say, I lost my breath and I can't talk.
Thank you.
He's probably on his way out.
Yeah, like someone get a defibrillator,
Yes.
please.
Thank
like,
you.
get 911 ASAP. Like, by the time we get down to the ground, this guy's gone.
Yeah, but good old Al Blanchke got that record back. 106 years old. Now holds the record.
What do you think, Al? We just broke the world record.
I lost my breath.
Yeah.
You lost your breath.
I can't hardly talk.
Looking good, buddy. Hey.
No, not looking good. That is a cry. That's a cry for help. I lost my breath. I can't hardly talk.
No, I
Oh,
know.
no.
It's not good.
I can't reach my bracelet. Press the button.
I know. Also, he's on the front too, right? Like you'd never know.
No, not at all.
Right? Because when you're skydiving, your arms are flailing around everywhere anyway. But hey,
Al, you
listen,
there? You with us, buddy?
He did it. Good for him at 106.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto PWHL team missed the chance to sweep Minnesota last night.
Damn.
But the bigger loss, of course, was Natalie Spooner hit in the third period. She needed help down the tunnel, did not return to the game.
Oh, no.
Minnesota won 2-0 to force the game 4.
Do we know if she's going to be okay for Wednesday's game?
Don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kendrick Lamar's Drake diss track, Not Like Us, debuted at number 1 on Billboard.
Bro, I'm so mad.
And Euphoria reached number 3. While Drake's response, Family Matters, debuted at number 7. Now, I don't know a lot about the beef wars, but that can't be a good feeling.
No, it's definitely not a good day for Drake.
Like, they're calling this the win, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Come on, Shem. We've had multiple discussions about this.
Yeah, I've had too many of these. Listen, Kendrick Lamar won the beef, but I will say that song doesn't debut without it being about Drake. He could diss another rapper. He could diss another rapper and not debuting at number 1.
I thought Drake's songs were better.
You know what, Maria? I agree.
Yeah.
Family Matters is way better. Push-Ups is way better.
is so good.
I haven't heard any of them.
Oh.
You think I can spend like 1 second of my day, my free time, listening to that?
It's good.
There's no chance. If I walked into a room and that was playing, I'd be like, I'd walk right out.
You're leaving.
No, I'm like, I'm not welcome in that room.
You might duck.
You know what I mean? I would.
Facts. He's ducking for sure.
I would duck. I would look for cover. If I walked into a
And
room,
for his wallet.
if I walked into a room that I thought was a safe space, and then I heard this, no, you know what? This is what would happen. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
So I'm walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm supposed to go into this one room. I got business in that room. I walk into this room and I hear this. First words out of my mouth. I'm sorry.
Take everything.
I'm sorry.
Take it all.
So yeah, good for Kendrick though, right?
Definitely.
No.
Oh.
I mean, good for Kendrick.
He's got a number 1.
I thought we celebrate wins on this show.
Not for Kendrick.
Not for
Friggin'
Kendrick.
Lamar.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know the rules, man.
You don't know a damn thing?
I don't know. I don't know a damn thing. Hey, did I do the Kendrick Lamar story? Got a number 1 song?
Man, why you
Not Like Us?
I'm sorry.
What's he saying there even?
He's saying wop, 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 wop.
What's that mean?
Oh.
But does it mean something other than that other thing?
What thing? Say it.
No,
You have to say it.
you know what I mean.
Nope.
You
I have
know,
no idea.
I think you should say it.
Shut up.
Yeah,
all
you
of
have to say it.
I think you should.
Come on,
Does it
say
mean
it.
something different?
Just
I'm
say
not going to say it. Do you know that nothing ever works out for the white guy when a bunch of people in the room going, say it. Come on, say it. You can say it. Right? It's never once in the history of white guys ever worked out for the white guy.
Just say it. You get the pass.
It's never once.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Office sort of spin-off, not quite a reboot, as people were saying. It's actually kind of exciting. So it's in the same universe as The Office, if you missed this. But it's going to be at a small, failing Midwestern newspaper, which hires a lot of freelancers, local townspeople to be the reporters, which should make for a fun show. Steve Carell and John Krasinski were both doing red carpets last night, and Steve Carell asked if he would be popping up on the new Office.
I will be watching, but I will not be showing up.
Okay. So that's totally off the card.
That is off the cards. I think it's just a new thing, and there's really no reason for my character to show up in something like that. But I'm excited about it. It sounds like a great conceit. I love the idea. I guess it's set in a failing newspaper company, and I worked with Donald Gleason, who is one of the leads, and I did The Patient with him, and he's an excellent actor and a super nice guy, so I think it'll be great.
Yeah. In good hands.
It is, for sure.
I'm kind of happy
He was
that
a psycho in that show. Did you watch that show, The
No,
Patient?
The Patient?
Nuts.
No.
Yeah, he's a psycho in that show.
I'm kind of happy that Steve Carell, that Michael Scott won't be making an appearance. Just
John-
keep them
I agree. John Krasinski on a red carpet being asked the same question.
The Office spinoff is happening.
It's true.
It is confirmed. Any possibility we might see you make an appearance, John?
As of now, I haven't been asked. But the truth is, I'd do anything for Greg Daniels. It sounds like they have a really fun idea. I'm actually working with Donald Gleason right now on Guy Ritchie's movie, and he's so good and he's so sweet. He's going to crush in the show.
Oh, okay. So we're going to get Jim in the office.
I don't
He'll
think
show up.
any of them are coming. I think it'll all be new people.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I
he
think
won't come
Jim
back,
will.
but like, will he pop up? Or
I think
do
so.
Whatever. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Hey.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So out in Fort Nelson, BC, there's like a small group of people who stayed behind after being told to evacuate just so they could watch over properties and livestock.
Oh, so sad.
Forecasters are saying that the winds are expected to continue into today, blowing the fire towards Fort Nelson, leading to an expanded evacuation order out there. In Manitoba, fires forced 500 people from their homes in and around the Cranberry Portage area and Fort McMurray. If you remember, this is where it all went down, like back in 2016 with that horrendous fire, right?
Oh, it took out the entire area.
God damn. Yeah, terrible. So they're really going through it out there right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ryan Reynolds on with the Today Show yesterday and then talking to E.T. So this clip I'm going to play you is sort of two clips in one where the E.T. interviewer is referencing him talking on the Today Show about the baby's name because up to this point,
Baby's name.
their fourth kid, he and Blake Lively, and they had the kid like, I don't even know, last year, and people don't know the name. They don't even know if it's a boy, if it's a girl. Like they lock it down, right?
So does he say here?
No, but if you remember, because Taylor has put, so his daughter, James, Inez, and Betty, right, 9, 7, and 4, have all been used in lyrics in Taylor Swift songs.
Smart.
So everybody's wondering if the Reynolds baby is somehow mentioned in the new Taylor record. And so here is the Today Show talking to Ryan and then Ryan talking to E.T.
You were cracking us up this morning on the Today Show.
Taylor Swift keeps dropping it into lyrics. Is the fourth child's name, the baby's name, anywhere on the new record?
We always wait for Taylor to tell us what the child's name is.
So what are you calling your fourth child in the meantime?
All the letters are silent, It just sort of sounds like a light breeze blowing through at this point, which is really hard to get. If you get mad at the child for something, you gotta.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it doesn't work. No.
Okay.
So no.
No, nobody knows.
We got
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a lot of groundhog news today, which is weird because it's not Groundhog Day, but there's a lot of groundhog news. Let me start with this. Wyerton Willie's home was vandalized.
Oh no!
Yeah, so the town of Bruce Peninsula.
Wyerton Willie got ops out there?
Bro, I don't even know what's going on, but somebody sprayed spray foam insulation inside Wyerton Willie's enclosure.
No!
That's not good.
And officials say, it could be really harmful if he ate it, which I assume they just eat anything, those guys. And yeah, so I don't know if they caught the guy or what happened or how they sprayed it in there or what the deal is, but somebody sprayed spray foam insulation inside Wyerton Willie's house.
No,
that's
like
a D-bag move, man.
Yeah, big time.
Why you got to do that? And down in Pennsylvania, Puxatawny Phil, apparently, I guess Puxatawny Phil has 2 new kids.
Hey!
And they did
expanding the family.
They did a naming sort of ceremony, not a gender reveal, but like a naming ceremony.
Okay.
So here's that.
The news is not about the weather, spring air or winter's chill. To little girl, Sunny, and a boy, Shadow.
The Punxsutawney Groundhog Club is thrilled. The whole town is excited about it, as well as the whole world.
Sunny and Shadow.
Okay.
You like those names?
Sure. Town excited. Don't say the whole world. It's happy news, but
Well, I mean,
I
we're
get their
talking
names,
about
though.
it.
Really clever.
I'm not, celebrating all day.
I hear you.
I'm not going to go home, pop a bottle for Sunny and Shadow.
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my
great deal.
God, this portal in New York is becoming a disaster. So there's a sort of like art installation in New York City, and it's a portal between New York City and Dublin, Ireland. So it's a giant ring, right? Like it's this huge sort of ring, and in the middle of the ring is a screen, and there's a camera on one end and a camera on the other end, and then this giant ring with the screen on it. There's the same one in Dublin, Ireland.
You know what it looks like? Like in Avengers Endgame when the time portal opens.
Yes.
Right?
So there's a portal and it links New York City in that exact spot to Dublin in the spot that it's there. And so if you walk up to it, you in New York can see people doing the same thing in Dublin, and it's just like this portal.
Yeah, what's up?
And they were like, oh my God, it's tying the world together. No, all this other stuff. And it's just all gone to hell. So they had to shut it down, and they claimed that there was a technical glitch after OnlyFans model Ava Louise flashed her boobs from the American side over to the Ireland side.
But you knew this was going to happen.
She said, quote, I thought people of Dublin deserved to see some New York homegrown potatoes. And then you had people on the Dublin side who like get their phone and then they put their phone right up to the camera with pictures, and like because if you just show it on your little camera, it becomes giant in New York. So people are walking by and like seeing a huge swastika on this giant screen. And then somebody else, there was a big crowd of people and they were all cheering and waving and, oh, hi, we're in New York. And they're like, oh, hi, we're in Dublin. And then somebody in Dublin took their camera and put their phone up to the tiny little camera. And then what happened on the big giant screen in New York was just a shot of the World Trade Center buildings on fire.
No!
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, no, not cool. Problematic.
Like, it's
Like the boobies
problematic,
were okay,
man.
this is not so much.
It's problematic. Like, people just
That's
have
not
no
okay.
chill.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The press conference yesterday that went down between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul to promote their big fight on
I'm ready.
Netflix this
When
summer.
is it again?
July 20th.
Yeah, July 20th.
Oh.
I'm here for it.
There was a kid who, I guess he's like a famous Instagram kid or whatever. He's like 13, 14 years old. I guess they gave him the mic and they let him ask a question. And then it's, for me, don't get me wrong, I love when kids swear. I love seeing naughty kids, right? I love like a potty mouth kid. I find that funny. Some people are horrified by it. I find it hysterical. And this kid walks up to the microphone with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and lights them up.
Got a young boy right over here, so you're up first, my man.
Yo, I'm Carell Martin, and I'm a big fan of both of y'all. You guys are both legends, and I just want to, like,
Where's your mother at?
My mother? Who would train me better, Jake or you, Mike?
Me, definitely me.
Older fighters have more heart and balls and weren't afraid, but I think the newer fighters have more skill and technique and are sharper. So that's why I'd be a better coach.
Yeah, tight. So you think he has bigger balls? Who do you think's got a higher body count? What's your body count, Jake? What's your body count?
Where's this kid's mother?
Jake, you think yours is higher? Tight. We outside. Gaga, boom, I love you guys, but
Okay,
brother. I love you guys.
Well done. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yo, you know that kid was a plant, right? Had to have been.
He has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. This is what he does.
I'm sure Jake Paul's people, they saw him online and they were like, we got to get this kid at this press conference to be him. Jake Paul knew exactly what was going to go on.
Tight. We outside. Gaga, boom.
What does he even say there? I don't even know. What does he say?
Something
Gaga. We outside.
Gang-ish. We outside.
Yeah.
Gaga, boom.
Gaga, boom.
Okay.
B-word.
I gotcha. So anyway, that fight is happening July 20th, as we had mentioned.
Come to your place, right?
What's
is that?
that?
What we're watching your place?
No, we're not watching it
At your cottage.
No, stop, Maurie. No,
on a big screen in the backyard.
Stop. No.
Why do you have to be so extra?
Like, why?
This is why you're not invited.
Was just excited to see it on a big screen in your backyard.
No, but you know that's
to
not
the left of the pool.
You know that's not going to happen.
Though.
One time you might
also,
say, okay.
Please stop describing my house.
To the left of the pool.
Just stop. Stop.
Trying to get this guy robbed?
Doing too much. This is why this is on days like this where Maury goes, "Hey man, nice jeans." Right? Yeah.
You're not invited. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That night, Shem and I and Maria will put our phones on Do Not Disturb.
Thank you.
I won't be there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because she's
I
coming
will
to
be
the condo.
No, I'll actually be in Greece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. There's no.
We'll FaceTime you.
Yeah, I love that.
There is no way Maury is ever going to my cottage, because if you think for a second that the moment he gets there, he's not going to be thinking about how to salt burn his way into my life.
Yo. Ooh, dang.
and take over everything.
Oh, wow. That just took a turn.
Right?
Oh, yo, he's got.
Can you see me at 10?
Yeah.
One thing I know about
10 o'clock?
Right?
about Roz's
2
cottage
p.m.?
and that big property.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dirt.
You know what the funny thing is? The one thing I do know about Maury, I don't need a lot of dirt.
Oh, no.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Tom Brady doing an interview talking about, there was a lot of, was Tom Brady actually pissed during the Tom Brady roast? Because he said something to, I think it was like Bert Kreischer at the time, who was talking about Robert Kraft, is that the guy's name? His old boss who got caught at a massage parlor and all this other stuff. Jeff Ross, that's who it was. Thank you. And whether anything crossed the line. And then a lot of the comics came out afterwards being like, no, we hung out with Tom Brady after the show and he was like totally fine with everything. And then there was the Giselle Bundchen stuff saying that she was pissed at a few of the jokes. So here is Tom Brady talking about whether or not anything did hurt.
Like I said, I loved when the jokes were about me. I thought they were so fun. I didn't like the way that it affected my kids. So it's the hardest part about like the bittersweet aspect of when you do something that you think is one way and then all of a sudden you realize I wouldn't do that again because of the way that it affected actually the people that I care about the most in the world.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I mean, because, they didn't make fun of the kids, but the kids were
but still, like
it's their mom and...
For sure.
Why did you sign up for this?
Yeah, why sign up?
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Then don't do it. We'll find someone else that wants to get roasted.
Porking around with the judo instructor or whatever she's doing. I don't know. It's like, it was rough. Like, there was some rough material on that show. But hey, that's a roast. That's what you get. They gave him no extra or nothing less than they would anybody else. It just happens that somebody like Tom Brady, there's a lot of material to work with. Right?
Awesome.
Like,
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Only Murders in the Building dropped its teaser trailer yesterday, and the release date, which is August 27th.
Love.
Here you go.
So what's next podcast-wise?
What we need is a hot, fresh, dead body, preferably right here or very near to here. Somewhere lay a sniper's nest. You know this is happening. We might as well just start.
I just got an email. A Hollywood studio wants to make a movie of our podcast.
The pictures? Pack your bags, bitches. We're going to the movies.
Toronto! Yeah! They don't recognize you. No, they don't know you.
So you're really making this film?
Your life rights are the last thing we need, so.
What we need is a number.
It's just a 4.
400. 4,000. Million or 5?
Man, this is such a good show.
I really enjoy that show. Guest stars, Meryl Streep is back. Eugene Levy is going to be on this one. Eva Longoria, Zach Galifianakis, Molly Shannon, Kamal Nanjiani, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of people joining the cast. I just hope it doesn't get too bloated.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because the great thing about the
every
show.
great television shows will have a bum-ass season.
They do. You're right.
And this I hope it's not, but this may be the bum season for them. I'm still going to watch it, though.
August 27th for Only Murders, if you're interested.
Love it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Alert Ready will be conducting its annual Amber Alert test just before 1 o'clock today. The sound will momentarily play out of your radio, phones, TVs, and other compatible devices at 12:55 this afternoon.
Cool. People going to go on Twitter and complain again?
Of course they will. Of course they will. Today's alert is simply for a test and does not signify any sort of event or emergency or anything like that. It will only be a test. 12:55 today is when it is going to happen.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jimmy Kimmel was hosting the Disney Upfronts. What the Upfronts are is this is all the networks and streamers where they gather all the advertisers and advertising agencies and everything else in a big room, and then they sort of pitch their fall season, new shows, what they have, their collaborations, their mergers, everything else to all the advertisers to say, spend your money with us, not with those guys.
Sure.
And Kimmel always does the Disney one every year, and he like roasts them every year. Like he goes in on them hard. Let me read you some of the things that Jimmy Kimmel said while talking about Disney.
By the way,
Yes.
Kimmel, his show is on ABC, which is owned by Disney.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. He goes, Golden Bachelor is a key part of our strategy to steal CBS viewers by putting them in a house together. We're now launching the Golden Bachelorette, a game show where you can win an old lady. Joan is our new Golden Bachelor. She has 4 kids and 2 grandchildren. Are the grandkids ready to see grandma get raw dogged in a jacuzzi?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness.
Bro.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Lord.
He goes on to say, we're bundling. And while from the outside, this may look like an act of depression, from the inside, it also looks like that. We didn't want to bundle, we had to. Like when you're freezing to death and it's so cold that you have to get into a sleeping bag with your uncle so you don't die. Goes on to say, now finally, our viewers can turn on their TV and get all the channels in one package for one price, all supported by ads. We call it basic cable.
No wonder they didn't want any of this footage leaked.
He says, Netflix, Apple, and Peacock just announced their new bundle, Stream Saver, today. What an excellent name. Stream Saver sounds like a catheter you might buy on TuckerCarlson.com.
Oh my.
Damn.
And then finally he goes, this season shows you the Kardashians like you've never seen them before, assuming you've never seen them before. Otherwise, it's the exact same ish as the last 17 years.
Bravo, Jimmy Kimmel. Bravo. I saw in the
Kim was
States.
there.
What's that, Maurie?
And Kim was there.
Was she there?
Yeah, she presented.
I saw in the States, Disney has another, again, basically like cable, like Disney's teaming up with
Hulu,
but also HBO Max to bundle all those services into one price. Like, I don't know. Are we going to get to a point where all the services are going to be available for one price through one app?
Well, no. Well, here,
not, right?
here anyway, a lot of the Hulu stuff is on Disney in Canada,
Anyway, yeah.
right? And then, but what's weird is when HBO shows show up on Netflix. That's when things start to get really weird, right?
Yeah.
Because it's already starting to happen.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This has been said before, but Denzel Washington just did a new, I guess, interview where he was talking about how to pronounce his name correctly because
Denzel
is not the way you pronounce his name. So here's Denzel explaining.
Actually, it's pronounced Denzel. I'm Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. My mother, when I was a kid around the house, she'd say, hey, Denzel. My father and I would show up. She said, all right, from now on, you're Denzel.
So, because his dad's name was Denzel and he was Denzel. And so I guess, I don't know why you would be frustrated. You're the one that chose it.
Yeah.
Right? So, So
you think Denzel is going to be talking back to his mom?
Yeah. No. So the dad got to keep Denzel.
Yeah.
And he had to go with Denzel, which
I like better.
I would say if you grow up to be an actor, Denzel
is a way stronger name.
Thank you.
think.
Thank you.
Smooth.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah. Denzel.
Yeah, and then now say Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah.
Sounds like Denzel, not like
Sounds like you're a Denzel in distress.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
medication.
no, that's not strong.
No,
That's not strong.
not a strong.
You're not getting hired for training day with a name like Denzel Washington. Right? You need that strong Denzel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Did he win an Academy Award for that?
No.
For
training day?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Like you would not be known right now. Denzel is Denzel. Like he's a one name superstar.
Yes.
I don't know if that would be the case if it was Denzel.
No. He's not winning an Academy Award.
No.
I mean, his name isn't like, he still acts very well, my guys.
No, of course.
Yeah. But there's a little something to Denzel.
Yeah, swag.
Yes.
Swag. That's
yes.
it.
Thank you.
Right? It's a strong name.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
I read something the other day where if you say swag, it makes you seem old.
Correct.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, the portal between New York City and Dublin is back open after temporarily shutting down after what they called inappropriate behavior this week on both sides.
I'm the only one clapping. Is it because the OnlyFans model?
Thanks, guys.
I'll clap. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It was shut down mainly because a lot of the Dubliners it was just a cesspool of just awfulness on that side. And then people on the New York side were doing stuff, and then OnlyFans model, a girl named Ava Louise, she flashed her boobs, and then they just pulled the plug on everything. And now I guess what happened is that they put barricades around it, and you can't get close to the camera anymore. So you can't take your phone and put it close to the camera because people were putting pictures on their phones, like the planes going into the Twin Towers and stuff like that. Anyway, so here is Ava Louise.
So I just got the portal from New York City to Dublin shut down. I thought the people of Dublin deserved to see my 2 New York homegrown potatoes.
So there you go. That was her reasoning. But okay, so first of all, it's much like Toronto in New York. It's legal for women to be topless, so that's not a crime. And then, God forbid, what are we trying to be shocked that somebody introduced breasts into art?
Yeah, imagine it was something else.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard.
We're talking about breasts in art. That has never happened before. But then some guy on the other side apparently dropped his pants and showed his bum hole.
That's what I'm saying. Ew.
Art.
Yeah.
That's how you interpret it, right?
Right. It's all art, right? You know?
Shav, did you cancel your flight to New York yet or no?
Wow. And I would go to Dublin, by the way.
See you in Dublin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So embarrassing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, Ontario thinks the way to stop carjacking is to suspend the license of carjackers. This is so ridiculous. So, what they're going to do now is that on your first offense for carjacking or car stealing, you're going to have your license suspended for 10 years. On your second offense, it's going to be 15, and on your third offense, it's going to be a lifetime ban. Not even realizing that. Yes, driving without a license technically is a crime, but they're thinking that they can deter people from doing crime by threatening them with no license.
So embarrassing.
You think a carjacker is going to care if he has a license or not?
No.
I also love that they're going to give him 3 times. No, after one.
You promise you're not going to do it again?
The problem is that the provinces are trying to do whatever they can because federally is where you get bail and everything, right? So it's not even that the provinces can move on any sort of bail regulations. It's just these guys, you steal a car and then you're out.
Yeah.
The guys that carjacked, allegedly, Mitch Marner had their case thrown out.
That just happened last week, right?
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Joe Biden just tweeted Donald Trump about a debate where he's like, it's Joe Biden looking tough. Like they give him
military Joe?
They gave him like a big breakfast and like pumped him up. Come on, you're the man, Joe. You're the man.
Yeah.
Right.
You got a full night's sleep?
Oh yes, had a big poop. Yeah. And then they shot this.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Wednesday, by the way, is in reference to the fact that Donald Trump's criminal hearing is they're in recess on Wednesdays. So he's got Wednesdays free.
Joe is ready. He's like,
come on, pal.
Yeah,
make my day.
You wanna go?
Yeah.
I'm the tribal chief around here. Yeah, you see me, the tribal chief. That's right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you this. So an Instacart driver in Georgia got a call to deliver some food, but the food was to be delivered to a prison. And I guess it didn't go the way the convict wanted it to go. But she seems very empathetic. And then the whole thing just takes a crazy turn at the end.
This man from prison done ordered him a whole platter of wings, and them folks told me to turn it right back around because he cannot have this. Look at this. I just left the prison. They told me to turn it back around and donate it to somebody else. I ain't gonna lie, that man had me feeling some type of way because I'm thinking I'm finna this last meal before they execute him. When he done sat there and ordered a meal on Instacart. God may not come when you want it, but he right on time. Cause get what me and my kids eating for dinner tonight. Some wings and some potato wedges.
Yeah. She is beyond thrilled. Beyond. That was like the best canceled order ever.
She's like, I thought that this was his last meal before he got executed. He's got me feeling all these ways. And then you're like, it's okay. Me and my kids are going to eat his dinner. Come on.
I love her. So get what me and my kids eating for dinner tonight. Some wings and some potato wedges.
Some wings. Yo, that's amazing. Good for her.
Some wings and some potato wedges.
The laugh. Oh my God.
What did that guy think was going to happen? That the Instacart
guards
driver
were going to be like, okay, cool.
Like, here's your wings?
Yeah, here's what you ordered.
Yeah,
How did he even order it?
Her laugh kind of
I'm
sounds
sure
like
he did. Yeah. Oh, they all have phones in there, Maury. Somebody keysters those guy a phone, and it's no big deal.
The laugh, what more, Maria?
You know why am I forgetting her name? The lady from Emperor's New Groove.
Yo, that's like your favorite movie, huh?
I love that movie.
I can't do another Emperor's New Groove reference.
Some wings and some potato wedges.
Also, you can't give guys in prison bones.
Oh, yeah, no, they'll turn that into a knife.
Thank
you. You got shanked quick.
Yeah, I got 12 little shanks.
Yzma. Sorry.
You know how embarrassing that was? Sorry, what's the name, Maria?
Yzma.
Okay.
Yzma.
Okay.
You know how embarrassing that would be to get shanked? Would you get shanked with? Chicken bone.
A chicken bone. Yes.
You would not be respected in that prison at all for the rest of life.
No. You cannot be delivering bones to convicts.
Some wings and some potato wedges.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my goodness. PWHL Minnesota has forced a game 5.
Whoa,
Minnesota
double overtime last night.
scored double
What the
overtime.
heck?
1-0. Every game has been a shutout so far. It's real wild.
They've been good games to watch.
Natalie Spooner out for the rest of everything.
No, Natalie.
Yeah, it was the fourth. Yeah, it was the fourth straight game with a shutout. Jeez, man. So, Game 5 moves back to Toronto tomorrow.
Go Toronto, go.
Yeah. God, these best of 5 series are crazy.
I know.
It's tough. It's like they do that in do they still do that in basketball?
No, it's still 7.
No, it's
but
best of 7.
all playoffs should be round 1. Should be 5 games.
No,
Hey,
what are
Shem.
you crazy?
Round 1?
No.
Oh, it should be definitely 5 games.
No.
Not 7. It's
You're
too
not-
much.
Move quickly.
Every round
Yeah.
needs to be the same.
No.
Yes.
I missed it, man.
You
Hey,
do,
Should
huh?
just be one game elimination. Call it a day.
Wow. Love, here comes the soccer fan into the conversation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of TFC,
Guys, what about a round robin? What about groupings and a round robin
What about
with a
different-
weird point system that nobody fully understands?
Aggregate scoring?
what about different championships
Yes.
within the season, within the regular season?
Yes.
The multiple competitions in the season provide
Yeah.
entertainment for many people.
Yes.
Yo,
thank
but
you.
TFC lost last night, though.
They did.
I know.
2-0.
They play Montreal on Saturday.
Maria just said the one thing that is keeping the majority of sort of like North Americans away from football, which is, guys, what about aggregate scoring? Have you tried that in the NBA? Aggregate scoring?
Hey, since we're hold on here. Wait.
The reason hockey, by the way, will never be and it's not because it's expensive to have your kid play or that it's on ice or that whatever it is. One of the main reasons that hockey will never be at the level of like football and basketball is because actual basketball and football sports fans will not tolerate 2 breaks in a game.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's a tough thing to
They're
sell to a football
long,
fan, or an NBA fan. Is 2 breaks in a game.
Yeah, because especially for football fans are like, it's an all day event
Yes.
for a fan, whether
Yes.
you're at the stadium or more
Yes.
importantly, you're at home. So
Yes.
to add extra time to that,
Yeah.
look at us. We're like Sportsnet over here. Really quick, Shem, I got to ask you.
Oh, no.
Knicks, right?
Yeah, Knicks and Pacers.
Okay. Are the Knicks going to go to the finals? Here's why I'm going to say I think they should, or why I would love to see the Knicks in the finals. because the fan base is so crazy. I love seeing them on social. Those New York fans are out of control.
They're angry and they're mean.
Yeah.
Most of them. They're not going to go to the finals, though.
Oh,
no.
Damn, okay.
I just want them to go to the finals just for the fact that the New York Knicks fans are bonkers online.
Yeah. All right, sports fans, moving on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Here we go. First story about J-Lo and Ben Affleck breaking up.
No,
it's already starting to happen.
Their love isn't real.
Apparently,
anymore? Her love don't cost a thing.
I don't know. This is from In Touch Weekly, so take this
Or
with
her love cost a thing now.
with a grain of salt here. Apparently, Jennifer Lopez was out house hunting alone last week.
Jenny on a new block.
And they say Ben, he's focused on his work and his kids right now, and they'll likely have to sell their dream home that they spent 2 years searching for. Supposedly, the big bone of contention now is the same thing that it was the first time around, which is
the back tattoo.
No, which is that Jen loves the spotlight and Ben does not. So they're saying that.
Is that why you always look so miserable?
Yes.
The black cat golden retriever vibe, you know?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see the faces on these poor buggers who tried to break the world dinosaur record, the T-Rex record? So you know those T-Rex suits that you can buy that inflate on the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So the previous record of most people wearing those in one space was set back in 2019 in California, and it was 252 people, right? That dressed up as T-Rexes. So Drumheller, Alberta, which is like just north of Calgary, they were like, yo, we can beat this. So they put out the call saying that they now want to be known as the town with the T-Rex costume world record.
Okay.
6,000 people showed up.
Whoa! Yeah.
But the problem is that they weren't prepared for that many people. So you need a wristband in order to count people. So they started handing out wristbands to people. And then everybody was just partying in their T-Rex suits. And then people with actual wristbands started to leave. And in order to break the world record, everybody has to stay in the same place for 1 minute. And they weren't able to do it. So they had 6,000 people show up in T-Rex costumes. And it doesn't count. So they had to go on social media and say that it doesn't count, but apparently they're going to make this an annual event in Drumheller. Anyway, here's a couple of the participants.
It's fun. Everybody should do it once in their life, eh? It gets you out enjoying the day.
I hope we break the world record. This is just awesome. I'm so glad they put this on out here. This is our territory. This is dinosaur land.
Yo, that first guy was...
It's fun. Everybody should do it once in their life, eh? It gets you out enjoying the day.
Yo, I lived in Calgary. That's...
Yeah. Just a good old hoser.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, man. Like you don't encounter when you live in like Southern Ontario or Vancouver. Well, you don't encounter the straight up Canuck hoser.
I worked with a guy that sounded just like
fun.
this.
Everybody should do it once in their life, eh? It gets you out enjoying the day.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yes.
Yo, Mocha, good morning, eh? It's a beautiful day. Welcome to Calgary, eh?
It's fun. Everybody should do it once in their life, eh? It gets you out enjoying the
clear
day.
skies. You can see the mountains, eh?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Very weird wording from Netflix on the renewal of Three Body Problem, which is a show that I actually really quite enjoyed. So Netflix said yesterday that it had renewed Three Body Problem, but they didn't refer to anything as a season 2. Instead, what they said is, quote, additional episodes, as opposed to announcing a full season 2 order. And the exact number of episodes or when that's going to happen, they didn't announce either. But in April, the two guys who created it said that they would need at least 3, maybe 4 seasons to tell the whole story. But now it seems that Netflix is only ordering additional episodes. So I don't know what that means.
Now, 4 body problem.
Seems like it is. It's a good show, thow. Did you like it? You didn't watch that show.
I didn't watch it.
No.
It's good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Was it like Aliens and Scientists?
No, it's like, Aliens and Scientists, I guess. Shem, help me out here.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Based in 1960s China.
Yeah.
Fire.
Some of it is. Half of it is. Half of it is.
Spoiler alert.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you this clip of this 17-year-old kid from Chicago, Dorothy Jean Tillman.
Okay.
So she started college. She was homeschooled, first of all. And then her mom enrolled her at the age of 10 in college.
Okay.
And she wound up crushing it and crushed it all the way through post-secondary in multiple schools. In December, at 17, she became the youngest person to earn a doctoral degree in integrated behavioral health at Arizona State.
At 17?
So at 17. So she has gone to, I think it's 3 post-secondary schools. So she went to Lake County in Illinois, and then she went to New York's Excelsior College, and then she did 2 years in Maine, and now she just finished Arizona State. So,
bro, at 17, I was working at the Bay in the baby furniture section.
So at 17, she has finished 7 years of post-secondary. Here's Dorothy Jean Tillman.
I started when I was young, first getting my associate's degree in psychology, going on 11, and then since some of my credit hours for that were able to go towards my bachelor's, I got that at 13. And then I was able to get my master's by 15 years old, and then that led to me getting my doctorate degree at 17. Really just grateful that the world is my oyster and that I've done so much so young.
Whoa, at 17?
Yeah, I know, dude.
I was like underage drinking, smoking weed with my friends.
Don't
Bro,
snitching yourself.
Bro, out of all the things you've said on the docuseries that you didn't want your mom to hear,
Whatever.
This is literally the first time you've ever said that.
It's fine. Like, if she's going to...
That relationship is spoiled now?
Yeah, it's done. I could literally go and, like, say everything. Like, I could self-snitch on crimes that I've committed.
Okay,
I wouldn't. It doesn't matter anymore.
I wouldn't.
I'm
just
not
don't
getting
do that.
arrested now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd think twice.
Fights, weapons, that's street life. Drugs.
Okay, here we go.
You guys ever see Boys in the Hood?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Travis Kelce on the New Heights podcast talking about what it was like to see Taylor Swift in Paris.
Paris?
Yes, I went to France.
How was it?
France. It was fun. It was a blast. I had a blasted Tay show. Her new rendition of the Eras Tour, I suggest everybody go see it. It has her new Tortured Poets department, a few songs, a handful of those songs in the new show. Which means there's a new segment and new lights and new dancing and new everything to the show. So
lovely.
I suggest everybody get out there and see it. It is absolutely unbelievable.
If we can get tickets.
And then I got to see Gigi and Bradley Cooper, man, BC, Big Coop. Yeah, we were all in the suite having a blast.
How's that?
They're amazing.
Did you talk about the Eagles?
Of course, Bradley Cooper's a huge Eagles fan.
Come on now.
And he got to see Mom. He was opening a restaurant in I believe in New York. I forget where exactly it is, but shout out to BC. Okay. And nice. They were doing a fun presentation or a fun event for the ladies. And Mom pulled up, and so did Miss Cooper, Bradley's mom.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Loving life, huh?
The big coop. Hey, if
the
you
big
can,
coop.
Hey,
the
if
big
you can,
coop.
just get tickets to the show.
I know the big
Everybody's
coop.
trying to get tickets for the show. We can't.
You got to be a certain kind of person and a certain kind of famous and live in a certain kind of life where you could meet Bradley Cooper once and then refer to him on your own podcast as the big coop.
Oh, for sure.
Without getting a text.
Uh-huh.
Just
bro, nobody calls me that.
Don't do that. But
once.
Travis Kelce's not going to get that text.
No.
Right?
Because he's Travis freaking Kelce.
Yeah, he's going to be the big coop from now on.
Yeah.
The big coop.
And you know what? It's going to be everyone outside of Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
That's going to call him that. Right? Everybody.
Everybody.
What's up, big coop?
Yeah.
And in his mind, he's like, Travis.
But okay, let's flip it the other way. Let's imagine Travis Kelce met Bradley Cooper for the first time. And Travis Kelce was like, yo, Bradley, really good to meet you. And Bradley was like, oh my God, man, so good to meet you. Call me Big Coop. What if it went the other way?
On the first meeting?
Yeah, what if it's Bradley Cooper that asks people to call him Big Coop?
No one would.
No.
I would.
You would?
I would.
Oh, why?
If Bradley Cooper asks you to call him something, you say yes.
Yeah.
Big Coop.
Call me Big Coop.
What if it was Zaddy?
No, not that.
No. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. What's that mean? What's that mean?
And we're done with the news.
What's that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm in the dark here, guys. Open my eyes.
Zaddy is like a very sexually attractive man.
Hold on here. Now I got to Google this. How do I spell that, Maria?
I shouldn't have opened my mouth.
Maria, how do I spell that?
No.
How do I spell it?
Zaddy.
And then hit images.
Urban Dictionary.
Okay. Images. Okay, so who's on the Zaddy list? Oh, there's a how to be a Zaddy. Should I click on that?
Sure.
What's on there?
I don't know. I'm all new to this. Okay, enough with the pressure. I'm trying to be a zaddy just like everybody else listening right now.
Bro, you don't sound convincing.
Unlock the secrets to becoming a charming zaddy with confidence. Master style, confidence, humor, compliments, listening, grooming, awareness, and respect to captivate hearts and minds.
Okay,
See
go.
more, click.
Okay, click. Go through some of them.
Dressing to impress, being confident,
Mm-hmm.
developing a good sense of humor, giving compliments, being a good listener, paying attention to hygiene and grooming habits, staying up to date with current events, showing interest in her interests, and being respectful and courteous. Wow, there is a huge, I just read you the headlines from this. There's a whole table of contents too.
Oh.
How can I become a zaddy on a budget? That's listed in this article. Does anybody want a budget zaddy?
No. Walmart version.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.